Hi guys, I'm going to talk about the main things you need to know for the cell structure quiz. We've actually learned more organelles than you need to know for the quiz. But you do need to know the organelles, they all work together to help the cell survive, right? For example, one mitochondria can't live by itself. It has to live with the whole rest of the cell together, okay? So the mitochondria, those are these four orange things that is called a lot of people call it the powerhouse of the cell. So the mitochondria use food, break down the food, and produce energy, okay? That's why it's the powerhouse of the cell. If we're comparing it to the parts of a city, we would say the mitochondria is the power plant. Next is the chloroplast. That's these two green things. The chloroplasts, they're only found in plant cells, and they use the energy from the sun to make sugars for the plant. Now the plant cells, they have chloroplasts to make sugars, and then the mitochondria in the plant cells break down those sugars to make energy for the plant to grow and stuff, okay? The nucleus is this blue one in the middle. It's a compartment that holds the DNA. The DNA is like the instructions for how the cell is supposed to function, okay? So the nucleus holds the DNA, and the DNA controls what the cell does. The cell wall is also only found in plant cells. That's this green outer covering here on this cell, and it provides structure and protection and support for the cell. Just inside of the cell wall, you can't even really see it in this drawing, but just on the inside of the cell wall is the cell membrane. The cell membrane covers the whole cell. It lets some things in, keeps other things out. So it's like a gatekeeper, and it controls what goes in and out of the cell, okay? So you need to know the difference between the cell wall and the cell membrane. Cell wall is only in plant cells, provides structure and protection and support. Cell membrane is in plant and animal cells, and it lets some things in and keeps other things out. You also need to know what would happen if one of the parts was missing in a cell. Like, think about what would happen if the cell didn't have a nucleus, or if it didn't have a chloroplast, or if it didn't have mitochondria. So you need to know the functions of those parts and what might happen to a cell if it was missing a certain part, okay? And I hope that was helpful. Please also look at your science notebook and stuff, because that will also help you prepare for the quiz. Good luck, and ask me if you have any more questions.